Recovery is a process of decisions podcast. This podcast is a weekly revealing of the recovery journey of peer support specialist Trent Thomas. Join him on his internal research-driven dive into what to and what not to do in sustaining recovery. His weekly episodes demonstrate that you are not alone, and what we can't do alone, we can do together. This life is hills and valleys, but we were built for struggle. These weekly episodes are a journey into his life lessons as he fulfills his daily mandate to help someone other than himself. Welcome. The Recovery is a Process of Decisions podcast. Welcome to the Recovery is a Process of Decisions podcast. This is Trent Thomas, your recovery peer support specialist. This week's episode is entitled Fighting the Battle for Truth in Recovery. This world is beset with opinions and perspectives. There is right or left, right and wrong, good and evil. There is the everyday challenge of choosing a side, picking an agenda to follow. We live in a world where truth is at a premium. Truth has become subjective to who is telling the tale. Lying has become customary and acceptable. We have come to accept a liar as a person we choose to follow. It would seem lying is at an all-time high. For some, lying is easier than telling the truth. Truth is bare and lacks color. It simply is just the truth. It needs no lines to hold it up. It requires no additions or subtractions. Truth bears the weight of its truthfulness. Truth is like a beam of light. It carries the facts it exposes. Truth adds to one's viewpoint, for it makes vision suddenly attainable. Truth is revealing. It removes the obstacles associated with the lie. It marks clear the path it follows. Truth is absolutely necessary for recovery to initiate and be sustained. Lying is a product of addiction. Addiction in its many forms molds and holds to the lie. Lying is a necessary component of addiction. An addict needs the lie as much as it needs the drugs, alcohol, or other substance for its addictive lifestyle. To lie as an addict is much like the air we need to breathe. The lie is a building block for an addict to promote his addictive life decisions. One thing is certain, there is no separation between an addict and the lie. Being an addict delivers an intense insight into the world of poor decisions and severe consequences. An addict learns to live in a world built on his lies. This dilemma creates a front row seat to the mechanisms of failed decision making and poor judgment, using lies as a stepladder to failure. Addicts are recipients of disastrous consequences for illogical and critical decisions made on the premise of lies. Lies made to oneself and lies made to those in their world. As purveyors of this exercise in bad and reckless decisions, addicts hold a cliff-top view of what could and will transpire as a result of these poor decisions. Our history is the best teacher of what the future holds for those that live in a world based on lies. The preeminent distortion of life as we know it is now on our doorsteps as a result of following the lips of liars. In our own lives, we have suffered disaster after disaster because and a result of lies. Addicts are in a unique position to see what others may ignore. It is our unique and undeniable history as recipients of severe consequences due to abhorrent and faulty decisions based on the lies we told to ourselves. Lies that had me chasing and consuming the very substances that propelled my premature death to its zenith. Lies that had me trading away all that was important and pertinent to my life. Trading away my life itself for the drink and the drug that advanced my premature death. My history, in fact, my story, details what I know and don't know about making the worst decisions and thus receiving the most severe consequences for these decisions based on lies. A lie is a deception, an attempt to deceive, to misalign the facts from the truth, to wrestle away all that is important and pertinent to one's life for a disastrous, early, and premature death. The battle of recovery is a battle for truth against the machinations of the lie. A lie is a lie, regardless who it comes from. A lie is meant to deceive, no matter who its originator is. Deception renders its most adverse effects against our life. Our lives are dependent on truth. Truth originates from God. God is truth. Everything God does is truthful. God cannot lie. Uncovering the lies in our life is the focal point of our recovery. Recovery is sustained by truth. There is no recovery without God. God and the lie are at enmity with each other. The liar despises the truth. The liar hates what is truthful. A liar, by the very nature of his lies, hates the God of truth. Addiction is the embodiment of the lie. Recovery is the embarking on truth. My everyday battle is an everyday search for truth. My everyday search for God, who is truth. My God not only initiated my recovery, but yet through truth sustains it. This is Trent Thomas on another episode of Recovery is a Process of Decisions podcast. You can now subscribe to this podcast and receive special in-depth episodes for subscribers only, as well as a private personal email account to communicate directly with me for comments and show suggestions. In addition, I'll be doing podcast shoutouts to all those subscribers who request shoutouts. As always, your inspiring comments can be left at transnetrecover.com/podcast. Please feel free to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, #TransNetRecover. Thank you and have a blessed day.